What's up, true players? Today I bring you Hirudegarn. This beast of a beast is finally good again with the support of the draft box Giant Force, and this is a pure hand control deck. So if you are a hand control fiend, this is the deck you want to play. So let's get straight into the video. So as you guys can see, I got Hirudegarn. If you guys are unaware of what Hirudegarn does, he has an auto that when he attacks, you could drop a battle card and draw 2 cards. Awesome for fueling the drop and to draw you the pieces to obliterate your opponent, right? And then when your life is at 4 or less, you're able to awaken, flip 2 of your energies back to active mode, and go into the Awaken Perfection Hirudegarn. And what this guy does is he's all about hand control. So when he attacks, you're able to draw as an auto, but if you have 4 or more energies, you're able to force your opponent to get 1 card from their hand and place it on top of their deck so they keep drawing the same card. That right there is what makes the leader pretty darn good. And combine that with hand destruction, you guys got a spicy hand control leader right here. So first things first, let's start off with one of the main points of the deck, and it is the sealed music box. Obviously, you know, Tapion or Minosha, they're going to be playing their flutes, and this card right here is the Peace Finder. So this is a field card for 1 green energy, and you're going to predominantly play out all green energies with this deck except for just 1 blue energy. And this card right here, when you play, you pick up 7 and you add yourself a Hirudegarn, Tapion, or Minosha, or a green unison with a specified cost of 1. That right there is a lot of search potential. And it also has an activate main for 1 green energy. You're able to play 1 Tapion or Minosha with an energy cost of 3 or less in your hand on the field, allowing you to bring out Minosha that starts the whole Hirudegarn chain. So we are running just 2 of these because honestly, you just got to play out 1 or 2 in the whole game. Then our 1 drop that we are running is Hirudegarn Giant Force. We're going to be running 2 of these. This card has a permanent that it cannot attack if it has 3 or fewer markers, which honestly sucks. And he has an auto that you're able to choose 1 card in your hand, discard it, and then kill one of your opponent's combo cards once per turn, which honestly isn't that good either because you don't want to discard. And an activate main +2, which says choose 1 card from your hand and discard it to give it 2 markers, which honestly isn't that good either. But what is really good about this card is its +1 activate main that says choose 1 of your hero or phantom demon cards and KO it, allowing us to move up the Hirudegarn chain, because in order to move up the Hirudegarn chain and bring out the ultimate Hirudegarn, we gotta kill our own battle cards just in case if our opponent doesn't kill them. So this card is necessary for that. That's why we're running 2. You just want to play it when necessary. So now another 1 drop unison that you could also search out with the sealed music box is the Migra Unison of Sorcery. This is the ideal turn 1 play. You bring them out, and guess what? Now you have the Migra that has a permanent that if this card loses a marker, you could take a life instead if it's from your opponent's attacks. And we're running 4 of these because you definitely want to see this card. He also has an activate main +1 marker, give him 10k boost, making it a 15k pressure to your opponent every single turn, or a -3 activate main that you're able to KO one of your opponent's battle cards, and another one ignoring barrier. That right there is pretty darn strong for removal purposes. Self-awakening, that guy, the Migra, is a must. So what starts the Hirudegarn chain? Well, it is Minosha Unsealed Hero. This is our ideal turn 2 play, what you want to bring out turn 2. So this card right here, you bring it out, and he has an auto that when this card is removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill, or it's KO'd, meaning you could KO it yourself with the Hirudegarn Unison, or other ways, you're able to activate these 2 abilities, one of these 2 abilities. 1, which is the ideal ability, choose 1 of your Hirudegarn cards with an energy cost of 3 from your deck or hand and play it. That right there starts the whole Hirudegarn chain. Or worst case scenario, you activate the draw 1 ability. This card is a 4 of must. Turn 2, you want to bring this guy out to start the Hirudegarn chain and start the hand destruction and hand control. So in order to remove the Minosha, just in case your opponent doesn't want to remove it, we are running Hidden Ambition. We're running just 3 of these. This card, when you play it, you're able to draw a card, which is pretty cool. And another auto that when you're able to choose one of your green Hirudegarns or Minosha cards and KO it when this card is used as a combo. This card's good because it also gains a 5k boost, making it a 10k, kind of like a pseudo combo if you activate the KOing ability when you combo it. And this card is ideal to combo Minosha and KO Minosha, right? So you can start the Hirudegarn chain. So that is why the Hoi is necessary in this deck. And since we are running, obviously, green unisons, we're going to be running Frieza Charismatic Villain. This card is a counter play. Pretty much when your opponent plays a battle card, if you have a unison with 2 or more markers on it, you're able to bring it out for free and KO a 7 cost or less on your opponent's side. This card is a must for KOing purposes because blue really does suffer from removal. Then I am also going to be running Fuse the Masu Deity's Wrath, which is a hand destruction monster. You're able to activate main, bring him out for 1 energy by sacrificing the Frieza, and that right there just gives you an indestructible card that's pretty much just going to outpace and destroy your opponent's hand in the long term. So we're running just 2 of those because it's not our ideal play, but if you could bring 1 out, that's all you need. So after that, let's talk about our super combos. And as you guys can see, I splashed a little bit of blue in here because this is a blue leader, so you're gonna eventually need to use some blue cards. So we're running just 2 Hoi Emissary of Flame. This is the super combo that works with Phantom Demons, which is Hirudegarn leader. If your life is at 4 or less and you combo this card, you're able to choose 1 card from your hand, place it in the drop area, and then you're able to draw 2 cards and get a 10k boost combo. This card is pretty darn good in my opinion. We're running just 2 of these in the deck. And then we're running 2 of the Android 18 Bionic Blitz to keep the hand control theme, because when you combo this card, even if your life is higher than 4, you're able to get a 10k boost and force your opponent to get 1 card from their hand and place it under their deck, allowing you to have the hand control. So we are running just 2 of these Android 18s. Then for the blue, since we are running dual color, let's move on to the blue. We're running 2 Hirudegarn Premonition. Sorry about that. Premonition of Evil. So this card right here is a blocker and it's a promotional card. We're running just 2 of these. This card has a permanent if you have at least one copy or more of Tapion or Minosha in the drop area and you don't have any Phantom Demon on the field, you're able to bring this guy out for no energy, and he's a 20k Hirudegarn blocker. And this card starts the chain with the dual color Hirudegarn, the reoccurring nightmare. Now this card is pretty darn cool. It has an activate main for 1 green energy. If your leader is Phantom Demon, which it is because it's Hirudegarn, you're able to choose 1 Hirudegarn card with an energy cost of 4, 6, or 7 in your battle area and KO it and play this card from the drop area. So this card is so darn good because then if your leader is green or a Phantom Demon, which it is, you're able to activate this guy's blocker and then choose 1 card from your opponent's hand and discard it. This card is not only going to defend, it's going to destroy your opponent's hand, and you get to choose the card, which is really, really sweet. So we are running just 3 of these Hirudegarns because 4 is too many, and it has unique, meaning you can only have 1, and it has revive, which is going to be very useful to keep bringing them back from the dead. Then we're going to be running Tapion, Fate of Hero, which is a card that really utilizes that 1 blue energy that we're going to be having. In this deck, you want to throw out just 1 blue energy. Turn 1, throw out a green. Turn 2, throw out a blue energy. Then this guy is going to be utilized for those awkward situations. So we got Tapion, Fate of Hero. This card is a blocker and he has an activate main that you're able to choose between a blue energy or a green energy, and you're able to choose between these 2 abilities. If you discard Tapion from your hand. You're able to choose to draw one card and then play this guy from the drop area onto the field at the end of your turn, or activate one sealed music box from your deck and then shuffle your deck. So if you want to draw and have a blocker, you could just discard this card and pay the blue energy, if you will, or the green, and voila, you got a blocker. Or you could activate the sealed music box as well, which is awesome to search you out the right pieces. And then continuing on with the blue, we got Dimension Magic right here. We're going to be running 3 of these. It's a negate. You could Sparking 5, take a life, Self-Awaken if you need to, restand, blue energies only. This card's just the best negate for the blue leaders. That's why we're running 3. And then obviously, since we're running blue, we got Sensu Beam to utilize the energy manipulation, and also gives 5k boost for the turn if you are trying to defend an onslaught of your opponent's attacks. Sensu Beam is a must. You could throw out any of these blue cards as energy. You only need 1. And then obviously the whole chain, and I saved the best for last, Minosha is able to play this card from your deck or hand, and we're only running 3 of these, so if you have it in your hand, do not drop it unless you know you have more in the deck when you search your deck. This card, when this card is removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill or KO'd, meaning you can KO it yourself if you want with the Unison Hirudegarn or with the dual. Hey, we got a subscriber, Savage Pikachu. Shout out to Savage Pikachu for subscribing. But you could KO this Hirudegarn yourself with the dual color big drop 9-drop Hirudegarn as well. And this card, when it's KO'd or removed from the field by your opponent's skills, you're able to choose one Hirudegarn with energy cost of 4 from your deck or hand and play it, continuing on the big chain. Or you're able to choose one card in your opponent's hand and discard it. So that right there is pretty darn good, but ideally you wanted to bring out the 4-drop. And this is the 4-drop Hirudegarn Phantasmic Revival. This is honestly the mid boss card of the deck, because when he comes out, he has an auto that when your opponent combos, you may choose one card in your opponent's combo and place it in the drop area. Awesome to stop your opponent from killing you and or defending. And then another auto that if you have 3 more energies, when this card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill or KO'd, you're able to play one Hirudegarn with an energy cost of 6 from your deck or hand, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. So you're going to be able to bring out the big Hirudegarn, which is the ultimate hand destruction Hirudegarn. And if you didn't play anything, worst case scenario, your opponent chooses one card from their hand and discards it as well. So even if you don't have a target, he still gets you some value. And last but not least, the boss card of the deck, and we're only running 3, is Hirudegarn Phantasmic Evolution. This card EX evolves on top of the 4-cost Hirudegarn if you don't want to KO or don't have a target to KO the 4-drop Hirudegarn. This guy's a 25k crit, and he has an auto that when this card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill or KO'd, you're able to play one Hirudegarn with energy cost of 4 or 9 from your deck or hand if you look through it. And if you choose not to bring out and continue the chain, you're able to choose 2 cards from your opponent's hand and discard them. And since you get to choose with this guy, it makes it so much sweeter. And then you're able to choose to KO it yourself with its own activate battle, where you KO this card and then choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and KO them as well. So not only are you going to choose to either go up the chain, hand destruction, or KO battle cards, this guy is also a crit. Awesome boss card. We're just running 3 in the deck. And last but not least, we're going to be running Black Smoke Dragon. Only 1 in the deck because it's a secret rare. And since our leader is able to feel the drop area, if you have 12 cards in the drop, let me put it over here. If you have 12 cards in the drop, this card becomes a 5-drop, and then you have 3 abilities to choose from with the activate main. 1 destroys your opponent's field, ignoring barrier by sending them to the warp. The other one sends the top 7 cards from your opponent's deck to the warp. Or the third one, which is the strongest one with this leader, you're able to choose 4 cards from your opponent's hand and send them to the warp. And since you're all about hand control, that's going to be the one you're going to want to do. And that is the Hirudegarn deck. I have play tested this guy religiously, and this is my final build. And overall, I think it's pretty darn fun and very powerful as well. So that's going to be the end of the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Like this video for more deck profiles like this. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like deck profiles in this nature. I'll have the deck list in the description below. And like we always say, y'all stay super. Peace.